Nowadays, I feel best on my own. Don't want to pick up the phone, I just want to be left up. Please don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you.
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. On paper, Clark, this is a mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, BA, but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. So I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
So the Houston starting five. We've got Steven Adams, Thompson out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Smith, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. The shot by Podziemski, no good. And VanVleet has got the ball here for the Rockets. Here's Durant driving in. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
And a deep three from Curry. And a miss there on the triple. VanVleet outside. Pass to Thompson. And the layup is good off the glass.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Blocking foul called on Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Tries the spin move. Here's Curry.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Let's go with a three. And it's Kevin Durant with the three. Durant's got 5 points.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Looking to win the run. Adams grabs the miss.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there was going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Three-pointer, VanVleet. The Warriors pull it in. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was in Houston.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Podziemski. They set the screen. The three ball. And the Warriors miss again. The Rockets lead by 8. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We talked about Kevin Durant and what his plan is for trying to contain him, and Coach said, quote, "We don't want him to get into a rhythm. That's when he's most dangerous." I told our guys to get up in his airspace and make him feel the pressure. An aggressive approach, but certainly a wise one when it comes to a player like KD. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. VanVleet scanning the floor from the high post. The rebound by Moody.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Curry. Lets it go from 14. Good on the bucket.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Here's VanVleet. Soft touch off the glass.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Outside Moody. Pass to Podziemski. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Ben Simmons is checked in for Curry. Houston making some changes. Screen by Capella. Down low.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Shepard. Fires from deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. Poke loose. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Burks. And that one is hammered home.
Good read that time from Finney-Smith. So reliable at getting it to his teammates.
Outside Moody. Back to Podziemski. Screen by Horford. 5 to shoot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You know, Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts. That makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Drops in the 3. Finney-Smith's got 5.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Rockets lead by 11. To the paint. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Eason. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Burks. Moody defends. Burks no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Moody misses.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Houston Rockets, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night, so they're forcing someone else to beat him. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
They've got Stephen Curry. Green out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Post in at the center position. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, yes, back at you.
Here's Thompson. And the shot falls short that time. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Joseph. Outside, Green. Up top, Curry. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And the balance Curry possesses is unique. Impressive at staying in control even when he gets fouled.
Miller's checked in for the Warriors. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Simmons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
19.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jimmy Butler.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
No good on the free throw. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
To the middle. Thompson with a steal. On the wing, Durant. For 3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Simmons against Durant. Simmons, the pass to Curry. Can they get it? Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Here's Shepherd. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. And there's the length of Smith at work, playing big on the interior.
Outside Simmons. Outside for Green. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there's Thompson on the assist by Shepherd. Shepherd's got 6 assists now in the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And Houston making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
And the Warriors making a change here. Simmons is checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Warriors trail by 17. Pass to Moody. Three-pointer. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Outside Podziemski. Simmons with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Podziemski. Fires in the triple. Podziemski's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Van Vliet against Simmons. Outside Moody. Here's Podziemski. Three-pointer off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
For three, Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Moody. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got rebound number 8 now. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
Here's Simmons. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Durant. Adams a screen. Unloads. Durant's shot is off. Over to the wing. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for Golden State. It certainly hasn't been as competitive as we hoped it would be.
Shaq's already falling asleep over there. Wake up, man.
Yeah, we had to go to Taipei, to India, to Louisville. I was trying to dream up a scenario where they make a comeback.
The way this one's going, it's going to be hard to make that dream come true. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Golden State Warriors.
They don't want it enough. They're getting bodied up on the boards and doing nothing about it.
Yeah, they get bodied up on the scoreboard as well, Shaq. It may not be their only issue, but it's a big problem.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Smith out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Horford. On the wing, Curry, guarded by Van Vliet. That one's good for 2. Curry's got 13.
Huge night for Curry in a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Smith outside. For 3, Durant. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Warriors trail by 18. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Over Van Vliet. Curry, no good. Houston leading by 18. From downtown, and there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Van Vliet. Durant's got 19 points. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions. But you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred VanVleet in a nutshell.
Warriors trail by 21. Curry from deep three-point land. Adams grabs the miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And both free throws good for Durant.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option. That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Here we go. 2 games left before postseason action. Let's take a look at the possible field. Taking a look at the Rockets. A fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference. And, of course, the Warriors not posing much of a threat right now.
When I look at the Rockets, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Moses Moody.
Well, you can't afford to bite on this. I mean, once Durant has you in the air, the rest of it is elementary.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And the Warriors making a switch here. Simmons is checked in, now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Picked his pocket. Now Podziemski. He has 7. Curry looking it over. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
To the right side. Simmons against Smith. 5 on the clock. Here's Horford. And it's in. Off the glass. Horford's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's clear that there's a comfort level down there for Horford. He's got a lot of shots he can go to and moves to go with it.
Offensive board. Warriors trail by 17. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
And you like how they're taking care of the ball. Minus a few mistakes here and there. They're just so difficult to disrupt offensively.
And that 3rd place ranking in assists. It speaks to how this team is unselfish offensively. They understand basketball is the ultimate team game. Here's an 8-footer.
Great contest. I mean, Thompson, he's got the quickness and the length to wreak havoc as a defender.
VanVleet finds Durant. Here's the 3. Fires the 3. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd. Eason against Simmons to the inside. And there's Horford on the assist from Simmons. Horford's got 10.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Burks. And he gets that one. And the Rockets lead by 20. Here's Curry. He's got 14. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Houston has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Got a piece of it. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. That won't go either for Curry.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Pass to Simmons. Shoots. Curry. That's good. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And he gets the bucket.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Fires the three. It's hauled in by Houston. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And here's Shepard for three. Here's Capella, and it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's the Houston. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Ben Simmons is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green. Then there's Nicholas Batum. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Batum. Here's Post. Now Curry. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing them to do work scoring the ball.
Here's Durant. Hauled in by Curry. Warriors trail by 21. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 22.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Here's Durant. Blocked. Out to Thompson. Pass to Durant. Lets the three fly. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Durant's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. On the attack, Simmons. And he gets it to go.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
The Rockets lead by 19. The kick out to Van Vliet. No good on the three. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Curry, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And the Warriors shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Batum finds Green. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Thompson. Second chance shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Podziemski's checked in for the Warriors. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
A nice shot by Smith.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Green up top. Curry draws the double. Pass to Podziemski. No good on the triple.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Green against Smith. Podziemski with it. Outside Curry. The 3. Counted from distance. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together, and we'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. The 3 is up. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smith finds Van Vliet. The 3. That's good from Durant on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist here tonight.
No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Rockets have gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Shot from 16. Adams. Great positioning on the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Golden State has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. The 3 from Curry hits a 3-pointer. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. And that one's good. Green.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
Adams a screen. The kick to Durant. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 1:21 left in the 4th quarter here.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Rockets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And this isn't one of those mini-series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Durant. The shot that time not on target. And it's Green off the drive. Uses the glass on the layup.
Offensively, this is Green at his best in attack mode.
17 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Durant for 3. Santos pulls it in. Here's Joseph. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.